Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Mandala Marvels. And today I'm going to teach you how to make this centrifugal design. The video covers how to make a centrifugal design without stencil. Towards the end of each of my video, I ask you guys to give me suggestions of what next design I should make or what next colors I should use. So one of the followers requested me to make a design that has a centrifugal pattern, and this is what I have come up with. I hope you like it. Let's begin. I have taken the steelite candle holder and prepared its base with black chalk paint. And now I'm making the markings. So the markings are going to be throughout, and we'll also need some more. So whatever we can take it from a stencil, we're going to do it, and then do the rest with the help of some other tools.
For the next steps, I'm just going to join them quickly. Also, I'm going to draw a circle at the edge of this, so it's going to be a freehand thing. So I'm just going to grab the edge. This particular design will be inspired by centrifugal pattern, and for which I will be dividing the entire piece into 8 equal parts. So usually if I would have been able to use a compass or I would have a stencil, I would have used that, but I do not have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first mark alternate 8s, and I'm going to erase off the others. So this.
Avoid the confusion, I'm just going to erase off the unwanted markings. And now with the help of a measuring tape, I'm going to extend the markings.
So I'm not going to take this off, and I'll tell you in a while why. Okay, so now I'll start drawing my first curve from here, and it has to reach the end of this section, right? So opposite side end. So I wanted to meet one intersection is this. It's going to go like this till here. So it has 1 2 3 4 sections. So one intersection, and then I'm going to take another intersection because it's here. Another would be somewhere here, so that would go here. It's when I take it down till here, like if I give this as an intersection, it does not give me the effect of curve which I want. So I'm going to make in here. So this is one intersection. Okay, for my next one, I'll be starting here, wanted to end here. So again, one intersection is this, so taking it very closely. My second intersection is this, so from here till here. My third one is this.
I'm just going to fast forward these steps. Guys, I'm using here a white charcoal pencil. It's easy to rub off. It does not leave a mark behind. You can also rub it off with your fingers, like clean it off with your fingers if it's a small mark. While making this kind of designs, you also have to be mindful. And at times, if you feel that the markings are not giving you the right curve, you can just do a freehand thing.
I'm going to rub off the additional extra lines to avoid any confusion.
I'm quickly getting rid of the edges that I had at few places. And guys, it might feel that it's a little messy, but it's something that we are learning. We are discovering different styles and patterns. Here I'm looking for a complete pastel palette. I have taken salmon pink and actually added a very little salmon pink to a white. That's the pink shade that I've gotten. Then I have taken pale emerald. I have added a little white to the pale emerald, not much, but little because the original is too heavy. And the third shade is flesh tint. So the colors will be going ahead with our a lighter shade of pearl emerald, a lighter shade of salmon pink, even lighter shade of pearl emerald, and flesh tint.
So for to use these four colors and to avoid any of the confusions, I'm going to write the name of the colors. So for example, this is pearl emerald, next is pink, and I'm going to use a lighter shade of pearl emerald, so light, and then it's a flash tint, then again pearl emerald, pink, pearl emerald lighter shade, and flesh tint. Sorry.
I'm starting with white color and I'm filling the innermost circle with tool number 2. The main step, I'm adding pearl emerald to the already white that I have in my palette. I'm making it a little less heavier. Just to verify the shade with the one you have uh, decided. Once you know that it's a right match, you can start with the design. With the help of flat tool number 2, I'll be placing dots in the pearl emerald section and not pearl emerald light. Right, so randomly just 3 to 4 dots. Then I'm taking tool number 1 and similarly I'm placing some dots. Leave some gap between them. It's pretty common to have bubbles in your dots, especially with big dots, and this happens when you mix colors. So use a safety pin and get rid of them. Next, I'm taking tool number 4. The benefit of dotting, nail art dotting tools is that you can place multiple dots. So keep placing dots till you reach the smallest, just like running dots. Try and fill the space. Also remember that you're going to place more dots with even smaller nail art dotting tool. Another tip is to avoid placing dots on the white lines because that is where the white dots will come. And if you find something like this has happened, just use a Q-tip and get rid of them. Repeat the same on the inside. Guys, remember the less big dots you have, more intricate your design will look. So to have that intricate look, you need to have more amount of small dots. You will ensure to avoid going below the white border that we drew around the tea light holder. So that's a marking, not to go beyond that. Next, I'm taking tool number 1. And wherever I find very small gaps, I'm going to place dots there. The idea or the intention is to fill as much space as possible with as small dots as possible. I have this even smaller stylus and I'm going to use it to cover the gaps. Be mindful while doing this. You don't want your dots to turn into oval shapes or merge two dots in any way. So if you're not confident, that's okay. Your design is going to look pretty. Do this step only if you're confident. You can also do this once your other dots get a little dried off, so that in case if you merge them or you make mistakes, it's easier for you to wipe off the new ones. The next section is pink, but since the pearl emerald is still wet, I'm going to skip pink and do pearl emerald light. So adding some white to the already uh, pearl emerald that I have in my palette and making a lighter shade of this. From here on, the steps are the same. The fun part starts. You just have to place different dots and be mindful while doing so. The most important step in this design is creating the centrifugal pattern. Take as much time as required for you to make this pattern. If you feel that the curves are improper, redo them because the magic lies in creating the pattern. Once that is done, it's a piece of cake, you guys. You can easily do it. Next, I'm going to make the pink dots. So I'm taking some white, adding the salmon pink to it. You guys, don't forget to check your shade with the list of shades that you have in a piece of paper. Get rid of the bubbles in the palette itself rather than doing it on the design. Here on, the steps are pretty same. Just be mindful that you are doing this in the correct section. Use the correct tool. Ensure to be mindful, guys. Don't just keep placing the dots. Be mindful. We do not want a lot of big dots everywhere. The smaller the dots, the prettier it will look. After pink, it's time for the flesh tint. And we are done with all the pastel colors. And this itself looks very, very pretty, but I have something else on my mind.
Once this is completely dried, our next step is to make similar white dots on the white markings that we had done with the charcoal pencil.
For this, just stick very little white.
So I'm going to use this tool.
For this very reason, it was very important for us to ensure that none of our dots come over the white line or the markings that we had done. Guys, one another trick to do this, or a suggestion from my end would be to initially first do the white dots on your curves, centrifugal curves, and then once they dry off, and then you start placing the dots. I think that would also work. And this was the last step of the design. And guys, once it's dried off, don't forget to secure your design with some varnish. I hope you guys have liked my design and the process through which I made it. Do leave a comment by telling me what next challenge I should take and what else could have been done better for this design. Give me a thumbs up and keep motivating me. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Mandala Marvels. Bye.